Warning, censorship. Warning, censorship.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No more lockdowns, no more masks, and no more restrictions. 2021, I want to see just more love.
Bonnie Henry, and we love Rebel News. We love Rebel News, yeah, f***ing right on. You guys, happy New World Order to everybody watching right now. Happy New World Order, we love you guys.
Drea Humphrey for Rebel News, bringing in the new year at the Freedom Rally Dance Party. Now, this is taking place at the Vancouver Art Gallery, and I would say right now there is about just over 100 to 150 people here, and this event, rain or shine, it's raining right now, is put on by the Freedom Rally World Family Group. So we're going to have a look here. We're going to see what are their New Year's resolutions. Did they manage to get any booze in BC? I don't know if you guys have heard the brilliant idea on how to stop COVID on New Year's Eve. Dr. Bonnie Henry ordered the banning of sale of alcohol after 8 p.m. today until 9 a.m. New Year's morning. I guess getting everybody to cram in line before 8 makes perfect sense for spreading less COVID-19. But anyways, we're going to ask some fun questions and see what these guys are up to on the new year. Make sure you comment below and let us know what your New Year's resolution is as well. You're at the New Year's dance protest. You got some awesome glitter on your eyes. What is the core of the reason you're here today?
Because I really wanted to dance.
Is dancing essential or is it not?
Dancing is essential. Yeah. Singing is essential. Having fun is essential.
But singing spreads COVID.
No, that's so silly.
Did you show up today at this protest?
You know what? A lot of guys here and also women, you know, we're coming to desperate times where we feel like we don't have a place to feel like we are ourselves, right? So whether it's mandatory masks or what it's going to be soon, mandatory vaccines, it's a place we can all come together and be with one another before these hard times are coming. So, yeah, we're all here together as one. We're all a family. And, it's pretty sad that it had to come to this, but we're all having a good time. Happy New Year's Eve, and really glad you're here with us. So,
what brought you here to this protest? Why are you celebrating New Year's this way at this protest?
Oh, I'm into justice, you know what I mean? That's all I want is justice for everybody. It doesn't matter who serves it, just, you know what I mean? People deserve justice, because look at how much unjust is out there, and look at how many people don't know how to deal with their trauma, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much, and trauma is like passed on through genetics too, and people don't understand that. So I'm just very, you know what I mean? I'm very into studying people just so I can know myself more, you know what I mean? Kind of.
So in your opinion, how is the lockdown restrictions, COVID-19, how is that all affecting us?
Well, it shows how brittle this economy actually is, because look at it fall apart, you know what I mean? It's just all falling apart, but it just goes to show you that people are living in a bubble because it's not very strong, you know what I mean? The economy is not, it's all fugazi, basically, you know what I mean? So it's not real, it's all an illusion. I just basically want to be a voice for people that don't have the courage to speak truth to the people, you know what I mean? Because people are just so blindly misled by what they see. It's like authority worship is what they don't understand, because that's basically what it is. It's just accept whatever they tell you on the media. The media tells you it's authority worship, and so people don't get that, you know what I mean? So they should at least be able to think about that, at least have critical thoughts about what they're actually telling you, you know what I mean? What's really going on in the world, because people say they're woke, but people only care about issues when it's trending, you know what I mean? And so people need to actually care.
What brought you to this dance party protest today, New Year's Eve?
Well, for one thing, there wasn't anything else to do because the government canceled Christmas, canceled New Year's, said don't, stay at home. And, you know, if you're into that kind of a thing of, you know, doing whatever the government tells you to do, even when there's not good reason, and of course that's the problem, right? That we now have the Great Barrington Declaration. There's now, I think it's over 50,000 medical scientists and medical professionals now who have signed the Great Barrington Declaration to say that the pandemic is over and life can go back to normal, except for some, you know, targeted, you know, reasonable precautions for the high-risk groups who actually are in danger from this virus that, you know, hasn't killed anybody in significant numbers for a very, very long time. We know that here in BC, masks, even when people were dying in April and May, right, masks wearing was not required because the medical science said very clearly that it doesn't really help. And in fact, since then we've got the evidence, right, that Great Britain had a severe lockdown, Sweden had no lockdown, and the coronavirus spread about the same. There were about the same number of deaths. The restrictive measures that do not, or that take away normal democratic freedoms and restrict civil liberties, there's really no medical basis for it. I'd like to be here to be with other people who actually believe in freedom, who actually believe in democracy, who actually believe in science.
What do you think? What are we going to see happen in the New Year's with the movement, the freedom movement in Vancouver?
So I'm actually very excited about the New Year's coming. We have a lot of projects on the go, and we definitely committed to making a stand for rights. You know, the 9 months passed, and we're still here. But we're gaining a lot of momentum, a lot of people waking up, a lot of people joining the movements. Hugs of a Mask is what I started in May in Toronto, and we're going strong with that. And the new initiative we're working on is We Are All Essential, which is designed to create a small business network to empower the businesses to open up. We have a very good relationship with you guys. David Menzies, I call him all the time, hey, we have a businesses go interview him, which he does. And then we're going to have the same thing going on here in BC as well with you. Yeah, we definitely want to make sure that the businesses stand up. And I really believe that's when things really going to end in what's happening right now. Because once enough businesses open up and just allow normal life to continue, we're able to make a real change.
Well, absolutely. It does seem like something's got to change soon, or else there isn't going to be a lot of small and medium businesses. Now, for those who are watching and might not know, you were referring, when you mentioned my colleague David Menzies, to our I Will Open. You can head to iwillopen.ca and check out some of the reports we've done of business entrepreneurs who are saying enough is enough. I need to feed my kids. Yeah. I want to control my pension. I don't want to be dependent on the government, and I will open. A familiar face here, Tanya Gaw from Action for Canada. You were just on stage. Tell us a little bit about what you had to say.
Well, I was really excited about showing up here tonight because we have such a huge announcement, and that says of Christmas Day, December 25th, we reach 50% of the funds needed before commencing this action. So we're officially commencing the constitutional challenge against the BC and federal government, Bonnie Henry and others.
Whoa, did you guys hear that at the PHO office? Now, this involves a bunch of things that are going on, including Bill 19. We did a report with Tanya where she filled us in about a bill that basically makes people like Bonnie Henry exempt for everything that they're doing. So how do you think this is going to go?
Well, I don't think it's going to go well for them, to be honest with you. I feel very confident in that. They passed the bill unlawfully. They didn't go through the legislation. It was not debated. And we live in a democracy, and we follow the rules here. And if you don't, you're going to be held to account for it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, we've had a lot of restrictions from the Public Health Office, but one of them that happened today is the banning on alcohol after 8 p.m. What's your opinion on that? And did that hinder you at all?
So my opinion on that would be Calgary or Alberta, Costco, Kirkland Liquor Store. We
stocked up on the way, actually. We made the trip from Saskatchewan. We made sure to get the $60 cases of Pilsner. And we're fully stocked, so Bonnie Henry. And we love Rebel News.
We love Rebel News, yeah, right on. You guys,
Happy New World Order to everybody watching right now.
Happy New World Order. We love you guys. You guys keep it clean. I love it. I love it.
It's just one of those things where not even business is essential, not essential. As you know, in Manitoba and other places now they try to deem some products in the stores essential, non-essential, right? So it's just a way to control the people. And this is just one more way to control the people. I come from Soviet Union. I was born in Soviet Union. You were told what you can do and what you cannot do, and you have no rights whatsoever to decide for yourself. So this is almost like a taste that they're giving us here, right? To limit the freedoms, to limit some of the choices that we're supposed to be making for ourselves. Being adults, don't treat us like children. I've been saying it from day one. We are all grown adults, right? We know how to wash our hands since like 3 years old, right? You don't need us to tell what to do. And you should be able to buy the alcohol when you wanted to and to exercise your rights. And that's what we're doing. We come here to do a protest, of course, but obviously have a good time,
Yeah. And I hear the music is on, so the good time is about to be had.
And dancing is essential.
I work in a restaurant, and it's so ridiculous. Like, people are gonna do what they want to do. They're gonna drink, they're gonna buy alcohol, they're gonna party either way. So either they're in a controlled environment in a restaurant where they're like safe, or they're on the streets. It's dumb. And they didn't give they gave restaurants a day notice, so they had reservations. Like, our restaurant had to cancel all of our reservations last minute. Like, restaurants stocked up on extra food, they stocked up on alcohol. Like, it's a direct attack on restaurants. It's so ridiculous.
Now, what would you like to see happen? Maybe a New Year's resolution of sorts for Canada?
No more lockdowns, no more masks, and no more restrictions, and just come out with the truth. Like, Bonnie Henry straight up said there was only 2 people that died outside of long-term care homes in 2020. And we're like, my Oma doesn't understand why she can't come and see us. It's so heartbreaking. Like, they're not even given a choice in seniors' home whether they can visit their family or not. It's terrible. Like, she's straight up just asking to die, and there's nothing we can do but wave at her from the window. Like, it's so. I want to see 2021. I want to see just more love.
Now, if you have one New Year's resolution for Canada, what is that?
Well, let's choose freedom, let's choose human rights and freedomocracy for 2021. Let's end the neo-Marxist stupidity. It's going to end. I predict that.
All right, guys, the dance party is on. Freedom is here. You can feel it in the air. And maybe this will last for the new year. Drea Humphrey with Rebel News. Now, in case you had no idea what Fight the Fines is, we have been helping hundreds of Canadians fight tyrannical fines. Some are getting fined for peacefully protesting, or not wearing a mask when they're medically exempt, or opening their business and trying to make a living. Now, we are not doing this alone. Great people just like you have teamed up with us by donating whatever they see fit at fightthefines.com. Let's fight the good fight together this year. Happy New Year.